Hello friends, and welcome to one more important session by Forest Learning Academy. In the present session, we are going to study the functions of human resource management, and this session is presented by Dr. Urmila Sonawne. In this session, the topics that we are going to discuss are definition of human resource management, overview of all the functions of human resource management such as managerial function, operative function, and advisory function, followed by detailed explanation of managerial, operative, and advisory functions. So stay tuned. So let us move ahead with the definition of human resource management. Talking about the definition, human resource management is a well-defined strategic approach to the effective management of the people in the organization, such that these people helps their business gain a competitive advantage. In general, human resource management is concerned with hiring, motivating, and maintaining the workforce within the business. Now let us overview the functions of human resource management. The function of human resource management include managerial function, operative function, and advisory function. The managerial function includes planning, organizing, directing, and controlling, whereas operative function includes recruitment and hiring, job analysis and design, performance appraisal, training and development, salary administration, employee welfare, maintenance, labor relation, personal research, and personal record. Whereas advisory function includes advice to top management and advice to the departmental head. Now, in the upcoming slides, we'll be seeing one by one in detail. So stay tuned. The first and the important functions of human resource management is managerial functions. The human resource manager is a part of the organizational management. So, he must perform the basic managerial functions of planning, organizing, directing, and controlling in relation to his department. The first managerial function is planning. Planning is one of the primary functions where the number and the type of employees needed for the accomplishment of the organizational goals are predefined. Planning also means determination of personal programs that contributes to the organizational goals, and these plannings are anticipating vacancies, planning job requirements, job description, and determination of various sources of recruitment. The process of planning involves three steps. They are: the first step is forecasting the demand and supply of each department. This forecasting requires knowledge of present labor market condition and the strategic goals of organization. Then only they could do the better forecasting. The second step is net shortage and excess of the personnel by their job categories are projected for the specific time. And the third one is backup plans are developed to eliminate the forecast shortage and excess of the resources. Now let us see the organizing function. Organizing the task is another important function. Here, the task is allocated to every employee as per his skills and activities and are integrated towards common goal. The design and development of the organizational structure is done to carry out the various operations. The organizing structure includes grouping personal activity logically into their functions or their positions, assignment of different functions to different individuals, delegation of authority according to assigned work and responsibilities involved, and coordination of activities between different individuals. The directing function includes activating the employees at different levels and making them to contribute maximum towards the organizational goals. The prime focus of the directing is on tapping maximum potentialities of the employees by constantly motivating them. HR manager motivates his employees through proper career planning, salary administration, developing cordial relationship with them, and provision of safety requirements to them. The HR manager directs the employees and encourages them to work willingly. After planning, organizing, and directing, the performance of an employee is checked, verified, and compared with the goals. If it is seen that the actual measure deviates from the planned one, then immediately control measures are taken. Controlling helps this HR manager to evaluate and control the performance of whole department in terms of various operative functions that we are going to see in the next slides. The operative functions are those tasks or the duties which are specifically entrusted to the human resource or the personal department, which are concerned with employment, development, compensation, integration, and maintenance of the persons of the organization. The first operative function that we are going to study is recruitment and hiring. Recruitment and hiring brings the pool of prospective candidates and allows the management to select the right candidate for the right place. Before hiring, it is better to determine the manpower requirement both in the terms of quality and quantity. Recruitment covers the sources of supply of manpower and also the devices designed to select the right person for the right job. The second operative function is the job analysis and design. In job analysis and design, describing the nature of job like qualification, skill, and work experience required for the specific job position is very important. In job design, outlining the tasks, duties, and responsibilities into a single unit for the achievement of organizational goals. Job analysis also encompasses the collection of all the data that is required to put together your job description, and this job description will attract the right person to fill in the job role. The third operative function is performance appraisal. Checking and analyzing the employee's performance is the another important function that the human resource management has to perform. Talking about the performance appraisal, it is a regular review of all the employees' job performance and the employee's contribution to his organization. Performance appraisal evaluates employee's skills, achievements, and his growth or lack in the job assignments. Performance appraisal performs three basic functions, and these are: the first one is to provide the adequate feedback to the each person on his performance. Second, to serve as a basic for the modifying or changing working habits of an employee towards more effectiveness. And the third one is it provides the data to the manager with which they can judge the employees' future job assignments. The next operative function is training and development. In training and development, it is an attempt to improve the current and the future employee performance by increasing his ability to perform the work. Also, there is an increase in his attitude, skills, and knowledge. Due to training and development, employees can acquire new skills and knowledge to perform their job effectively. It also prepares them for the higher level responsibilities in the job. Training and development provides learning opportunity to the employees through workshop, seminar, mentoring, and coaching. Training and development provides all the tools required to the employees and motivates the employees to perform their role very efficiently. Training increases job satisfaction, morale, and motivation amongst the employees. Training increases employee processing efficiency, which results in the financial gain. It also increases the capacity of the employee to adapt new technological innovative methods in product strategies. Salary administration function is concerned with determination of adequate and equitable remuneration to all employees for their contribution in the achievement of organizational goals. This remuneration is compensated by monetary as well as non-monetary rewards. Human resource management determines the pays for different job positions. The factors which has to be kept in mind while deciding the pay of an employee are their basic needs, requirement of job, legal provisions regarding minimum wages, capacity of the organization to pay their employees, and the salary offered by the competitors to their employees. For salary administration, HR department make the use of techniques such as job evaluation and performance appraisal. The next operative function is employees welfare. This function takes care of numerous services, benefits and facilities provided to an employee for their well-being. HR department appoints and provides the training to the employees, also provides them good working condition so that they like their work and also workplace and hence maintain good working efficiency. This welfare includes measures taken for employees' health, safety and comfort. The HR department also provides welfare services related to physical and social well-being of employees, which includes provisions of cafeteria, restroom, counseling, group insurance, and education for the children of the employees and the recreational facilities. The next operative function is maintenance. Maintenance minimizes employees' turnover and sustains the best performing employee within the organization. The main objective of the maintenance function is to do such activities that maintains employees' commitment and loyalty with the organization. The maintenance of employees can be done by following practices such as hiring the right person for the right job, showing them opportunities for their growth, offering them better benefits, managing them with the trust, creating a great working environment for all employees, and making them feel valued as a resources. Now let us discuss the next operative function, that is labor relation. As we know, human resource management is a part of organizational management and hence he can help in collective bargaining, joint consultation and the settlements of disputes if these arises in the organization. HR manager can settle the disputes as he has full information related to the employees and their working condition. He also has the knowledge of various labor enactments. HR manager deals in maintaining the industrial peace in the organization as he is associated with various committees that are working on discipline, labor welfare, safety, grievances, etc. HR manager helps in laying down the grievance procedure to redress the grievances of employees by providing the authentic information to the trade union leaders and thereafter conveying their viewpoints on labor problems to the concerned top management of the organization. The next operative function is personal research. As we know, research is a vital part of human resource management. Research is performed to keep a checkpoint on the employee's opinion about their wages, about his promotion, his working condition, welfare activities provided to them, about the leadership and his job satisfaction, and also on the other key issues which will help to retain the employees and minimize their turnover. The next operating function that we are going to see is personal record. This function involves recording, maintaining and retrieving the employee related information which includes employment history, working hours and earning history of all the employees. It keeps complete records of training, achievement, transfer and promotion. This function also preserves the records of behavior of employees like absenteeism rate, employee turnover, and also the policies of the organization related to it. The next and important type of the function is advisory function. Human resource manager has specialized education and training in the managing human resource. He is an expert in his area, and so he can give advice on the matters relating to human resource of the organization, and hence he play an important part in the advisory function. In advisory function, the first function is advice to the top management. HR manager advises the top management in the formulation and evaluation of personal programs, policies and procedure. He also gives advice for achieving and maintaining a good human relation and also in high employee morale. The second advisory function is advice to the departmental heads. HR manager offers advice to the heads of various departments on the matter such as manpower planning, job analysis and design, recruitment and selection, placement, training and development, and also in performance appraisal. In this complete session, I have covered all the functions of human resource management. Hope you all have understood. Please share me your valuable comments and do like, share and subscribe to my Forest Learning Academy. Thank you and take care.